Hey there, I'm Jess Budd from the Marketing O'Clock team. Welcome to today's marketing tutorial in which I am going to talk about optimized targeting. Now, optimized targeting is not really a new thing. If you've been working in Google Ads for the last several years, you've seen it, you've heard of it, you might be using it, you might be using it by accident. That's what we're here to talk about because even our very seasoned PPCers here at our agency, Cypress North, sometimes forget where to go to turn the thing off. So just a quick refresher here, what is optimized targeting? I'm going to read this from a blog post on cypressnorth.com. So optimized targeting, according to Google support, looks beyond manually selected audience segments in your campaign to find audience segments that you may have missed to improve the campaign's performance. Now, if you're new to optimized targeting, I highly suggest that you read this article on our blog because just because Google says something is going to improve performance does not mean that it's going to. And in many cases it can, right? You should test it. But in a lot of cases, it's not going to improve performance if you're trying to do something like, say, retargeting and your optimized targeting is turned on because now it is no longer purely retargeting. Again, that optimized targeting expands your audience, goes beyond the segments that you have in there for targeting. So where do you find it? How do you turn the thing off if you need to? It's really easy, but it's also very easy to forget because it's kind of hidden, which I think Google does on purpose. Diving into a Google Ads account IRL here, we are looking at the overview of this display campaign. And we have optimized targeting turned on in one of our remarketing audiences or remarketing ad groups in here. We need to turn that off, right? Because then, like I said, it's not remarketing. So how do I do that? I'm in the campaign. I need to go in to the ad group. So if you have a remarketing campaign with several ad groups in it, you need to go in at the ad group level for every single ad group and turn the thing off. Again, unless you mean to have it on, but then it's not truly remarketing. So just be aware of that. So I think that's the number one thing that PPCers, at least around here, tend to forget is where the setting is located, and it's at the ad group level. It's not within the audience itself because you can apply audiences in several places. Maybe sometimes you want to optimize around it, sometimes you don't. And it's not at the campaign level either. So again, the ad group level. So I'm going to select an ad group here, remarketing, because again, we want to be remarketing. And I'm going to go into the settings of my ad group. And typically, when I'm in Google Ads, I only look at these white boxes up here. I am not looking at all of these little things down here that Google doesn't want you to look at usually. Trick number one, it's not in these additional settings that open these things up. You would think that it would be since it's a setting. But apparently ad group targeting is different from settings. So you need to edit your ad group targeting. When you click in here, you'll wait for it to load. All right, so now I am within my ad group targeting, within settings, within my ad group, within my campaign. And here she is. Optimized targeting is on. Now this is on by default when you set up an ad group in a display campaign. You don't want that if you're retargeting. You don't. Otherwise, you are not truly, purely retargeting. So we need to turn this off in here. So I am just going to go ahead and uncheck that checkbox that Google so nicely checked for me. And again, it's going to try and tell me that I can see an increase in ROI if I leave it on. And maybe that's true. And again, I could test that, but I am not testing it with remarketing. I can test it with like maybe I call the ad group remarketing plus expansion or something. Just do yourself a favor and know what you're doing and call it what it is. So I've unchecked the box. I'm hitting save and that's it. It's as simple as that. But again, it's not simple. A lot of people either forget or don't realize that it's on and then again have a hard time finding it. And Google really does kind of make it difficult by not showing you out the gate whether it's on or off. Because again, if they can show it to more people and ideally make you more money, they're making themselves more money, but you never know. And you just want to have control and you want to know where your options are, know what your options are and how to configure them. So that's pretty much it. That is turning off, or I guess back on in the same place if you wanted to, optimize targeting within your ad groups in Google Ads. And if you found this helpful and are looking for more PPC tips, please like and subscribe to our channel and definitely consider checking out the podcast if you haven't. It's Marketing O'Clock and we are a digital marketing news podcast that releases every Friday. Rain or shine, holidays, doesn't matter. We have a weekly show to keep you in the know about all things PPC, organic, social, and then some. So check us out.